What's with it, everybody? This your boy Brian Weaver, your old school content creator, coming to you from an old school perspective. With that being said, let's jump right to it. I know it's been a minute, but I've been gathering up my information on stuff, on seeing that this youngsters, how they got their evaluation of my Philadelphia Eagles. I tell y'all straight up, these boys be ready to go bad to bad, like my homeboy was saying earlier tonight. I'm telling you, because the foundation of the whole thing, I'm gonna say it, but y'all just gonna have to hate on it because it's already established, it's already being confirmed, and I already see it in the making. A lot of other people done seen dynasties before, like in the '90s, it was the Cowboys, in the '80s, it was the 49ers, in the '70s, it was the Steelers, in the '60s, it was the Green Bay Packers. Those were the dynasties. Those were the ones that won the most during that decade. And it's getting ready to go down right now with the rest of this decade with the Philadelphia Eagles. Because you build the foundation. We got to the Super Bowl the first time, and the reason why we lost because of our defense. That's all in the past and everything. That was a learning experience. But all the leaders and everybody that's a vital part of the offense and the defense, they still hungry. They want to get what they want to be able to establish, which is their new dynasty. A lot of people in denial on it, but they getting focused and they putting in the work. They already seen how it is to be at the top. A lot of people go the other direction. They don't prepare like they did the year before when they got to the Super Bowl. But the main ones are setting an example as being leaders on and off the field. The ones that you normally say, "Oh well, we accomplished what we wanted to do by winning the Super Bowl," and take a step back. They've been doing just the opposite. They want to work even harder because enjoy and embracing the journey of that perfection of this new dynasty that y'all keep on denying. But I'm gonna keep on putting it out there and letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, they are the best duo in the NFL. You could argue with any other tandem, but they ain't did what AJ Brown and Devontae Smith has done. It got that bowl and that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So the way they putting it out there, they think they they they, they think they gonna be able to come to the next level. But you can't do that and think you're gonna come in our house. We got a good hard schedule and everything and stuff, but if you look at it, you can go into details on game to game. Can they stop the run? And 90% of the people that we played did not stop the run. No. And ain't nothing changed. We got 10 out of 11 starters coming back on the offense. Only thing we was replacing is uh is that the right guard spot for Makai Beckham. He was a major player. He had improved. He played at all pro level. But I think we got at least three people that can step right on in, and we're gonna continue to do what we've been doing to give it to the Super Bowl last year. We're gonna bully up front. If you try to stack in the box, we're gonna beat you with the best two tandems. We, they feel like any cornerbacks in the NFL, they don't stand a chance on them 1-on-1. And when it count, they're gonna go to either one of them. You could pick your poison. And Dallas came back for a reason. Dallas took $4 million less because he gonna make that up with incentives. He gonna have a comeback season. Put all the doubters about you let all the doubters know that you should let go of me because he do it too. That wall up there, he want to still be a part of that offensive line that's paving the way for all these rushing yards that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley going to be getting. Now you got AJ Dillon too. He'll take one to the house in a minute too, and truck you on the way. And you know, needless to say, I'm talking about the potential of that offense. And you know, those leaders, with them being hungry, they're setting the example. You know, they ain't not out there celebrating and still stuff and still talking about the Super Bowl. They ain't even talking about the Super Bowl. They talking about trying to get right back to where they were at. You know, fortunately, Jalen Hurts been able to just chill and just chop it up with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Going through all these experiences and stuff, but a lot of people don't realize Jalen Hurts is an intelligent man. You know what I'm saying? Got his bachelor's degree when he was at Oklahoma and stuff because he already had his bachelor's degree once he graduated from Alabama. Transferred over, and he's a student of the game. A lot of people think that he's not elite. He's even more elite because of the adversity he has to go through every year. Ever since college, he's been having a new an offensive coordinator every year, and a intelligent quarterback won't be able to overcome that. And they make that excuse like why they not producing on the field because they have a new offensive coordinator every year. He took that challenge head on, and when he was forced to throw the ball a lot, that when we had that fall off at the 10-1, that was the reason of it. He was trying to make a lot of things happen. A lot of those deep balls and stuff were interceptions. Learned from that, and then he threw a whole lot less the next season. He ran the ball still, but he commanded the game. He was the leader. He was the one to let you know. Just because we're not doing it doesn't mean we can't. And he proved that more than once, especially in the playoffs. And they keep on talking about our defense was a major reason why because we're shutting everybody down. We had them averaging 17 points a game. That's just as good as the 2000 Ravens. They was allowing 18 points a game. And in the playoffs, we scored more points than any other team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It set a record of winning 18-3. That's how we finished the season in our Super Bowl season. You know, and the more better fact is that we won 16 out of the last 17 games. You know, you have to do that on both sides of the ball. That's not possible for you to be able to have enough offense and have enough shutdown defense. Last time that that we had a leading rusher and the number one defense was way back in '92 with the Cowboys on the beginning of their dynasty during the '90s. But we ain't gonna drop off by firing our coach that got us there. Sirianni gonna go all the way through this dynasty thing. You know what I'm saying? Vic Fangio, that's the thing that's gonna be set in stone. Vic Fangio is that smacking me in the mouth type defense, like Jim Johnson back in the day, like Buddy Ryan, you know what I'm saying, Bud Carson. Those the ones that had the major defenses. You know what I'm saying? Now that's set in stone. And now that these players that already know his defense, all we got to do is replace these pieces that went on to do other things with even younger talent. I'm telling you now, boy, they're gonna be fighting over to get to the ball on our defensive line. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis in his best shape of his life. Then you gonna get the Ty Robinson. We can't overlook Majoho and Foster because they was making impact when they got their few snaps. And I'm telling you now, once they realize that they gonna have bait that Prescott throw, boy, they gonna pin down and come after him, boy. Boy, I tell you now, the last time Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys opened the season, Eagles smacked them 41-14. You know, it is what it is. And I don't think these reality things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, y'all would have had bring them in the house. I'm talking like they already back because they got Pickens. It took them all the way up until this season for them to go get one of them dogs. We realized, well, we got Jordan Davis. That was the start of us getting the Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all just now getting with it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talking about y'all gonna get off. Y'all got the best number one dual threat all of a sudden. Better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. And y'all ain't even played a down yet together. Y'all ain't even played a down yet together. And you got Dak Prescott throwing the ball instead of Jalen Hurts. I tell you now, he's a better quarterback and he's more intelligent. He's gonna make the right decisions. He ain't gonna just throw the ball over there because you supposed to be the double wide receiver over there, and you supposed to be another number one wide receiver with Pickens. Even the best still couldn't prevail against that Eagles defense. We don't allow nothing. Ask Jamal Chase. You know what I'm saying? He got his bag, him and Joe Burrow. But what happened when the last time Jalen Hurts played against the Cincinnati Bengals? He outplayed Joe Burrow and got the dub. You know what I'm saying? And we get a major touchdown at the end of the game with Devontae Smith to take the lead. Last time Jalen Hurts played the Buffalo Bills. Jalen Hurts outplayed Josh Allen, got the dub in dramatic fashion in the Kelly Green. Last time Jalen Hurts played against Lamar Jackson, outplayed Lamar Jackson, got the dub. So what you got to say? Both of them, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and and Lamar Jackson, they still can't get past Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts has to wait till the Super Bowl and one time in the regular season to play against Patrick Mahomes, which is the GOAT at this time. Jalen Hurts chasing his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be the GOAT by getting the back to back Super Bowls. Kansas City has just done it a few years back. They gonna come in there week two and give us their best. But I'm telling you now, with the mind frame that the leaders on that offense got, and they still hungry, they don't want just one Super Bowl. I know the Eagles got two Super Bowls, but they are part of this just one. They want to put some on all four of their fingers. Let them know that if you want to be a dynasty, you get these. They want to put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You can get four of them on one hand. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that's going on in the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. When you have leaders like that, it just trickle over to the defensive part. Harry Roseman said, I ain't gonna get nothing but Bulldogs, Alabama, Nebraska on both sides of the ball. They don't be all Americans when they're in college for nothing. Just bring them to their winning organization because they're gonna be part of a dynasty. I keep on saying that because I done seen dynasties before. I know I was real little when the Pittsburgh Steelers had a dynasty in the '70s, but I've seen a lot of them when the 49ers did their thing in the '80s, and then to turn it around, they had to get the torch over to the Cowboys in the '90s. But I'm telling you, ever since then, from 2000 to now, Philadelphia Eagles have been the most winning franchise. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't been able to get the Super Bowl until recently, but I'm telling you, the time is now. We had the missing pieces and stuff in the past when we lost the first Super Bowl to the Raiders. I was so disappointed in the one that we lost when Donovan McNabb was going up against Tom Brady. They they lost by 3 points, and they ran the ball the whole time, and then he gonna get two interceptions in the red zone, and we lose 24-21. Now here or there. He played a lot of good games and was a big stat dude and stuff. But when it came down to it, he had a teammate, Terrell Owens, out there with two pins in his leg, and he was trying to get him pumped up. You were talking about we're getting the huddle. We need to get on out there and score and win this Super Bowl. He was up back there. He said he's gasping for air and stuff, but I'm not gonna get off of it now because he's seen some more symbols of the excellency when Michael Vick did his thing. Now they've passing the torch over. Carson Wentz did all right. You know what I'm saying? He won a lot of games and stuff, and Nick Foles finished it out for him. We were very fortunate to have a backup quarterback that was just as good as a starting quarterback. He got that first one. And now they hungry. That's what he did. When you want to establish a dynasty, you start on the defensive side of the ball because if you don't score that much, they don't need that many on the offense. And the way the offense is built, we don't have to score immediately. We can just take our time, bully you, drive you on downfield. Third, fourth quarter, if you lightweight, it's all over. It's all over. And now that we got Saquon, Saquon now. Every time I tell you, he ready to eat. Get that Saquon Philly cheese steak. that's gonna be the thing all year. Jalen Hurts gonna be eating too. He probably get him a something out there in the Philly cheesesteak perspective. But this year we're gonna roll into it on that Madden. I got the Madden too. I'm gonna try to perfect that backwards hurling over somebody. Well, everybody gonna hate on me. I'm telling you now, if you're gonna let me be a part of this channel and do a live stream, everything, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna put out nothing but facts about these Eagles. Yeah, they supposed to be all these good teams we be playing early, first 6 weeks and thing. They all good teams. But y'all do your research, see how many of them good teams is good against the run. And if you're good against the run, you got to be vulnerable somewhere. Because I'm telling you now, whoever's working with, Kevin Patullo, they going to get it together. They going to get it together. They ain't going to know what the Eagles going to do when they come out to the line of scrimmage. You don't know. You don't think we could perfect it? We done it twice against one of the best defensive coordinators in franchise history. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do that on that perspective, let you know now defense controls everything. By the end of the season, y'all gonna know they gonna say, "Dang, boy, they like the '85 Bears. They like the one of the 49ers team that went 15-1." You know what I'm saying? That being said, tune in the next time that I come on here, let you guys know a little bit more about how this dynasty is going to fail to the next level. I'll let your boy subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace. I might as well at least give myself a round of applause. Oh, that's it. There you go. All right, y'all.
Man.